What's going on? We here with Burks.
Oh shit.
Man, let's just hop right into it. Okay.
Here you go.
Women in Atlanta.
Oh shit.
Relationships in Atlanta.
Oh shit.
You know, some women saying it's like, yo, it's too many women out here and it's less men out here. And men just be fooling around because there's a lot of women. Moving to Atlanta from Chicago, how do you feel about the women out here versus Chicago?
In what aspect?
I mean,
okay,
you tell me.
I'm gonna run it for you. This is what Atlanta is. Atlanta is take 25 to 35% of the 8, 9s, and downs from all the major cities and drop them in Atlanta. That's it. Take 25 to 35% of the prettiest women from other places and drop them in one place. You got Atlanta. So the level of and the level of beauty, like when you taking the best of other people, it's like, you know what it is? Atlanta is the all-star team of black women.
I never looked at it like that.
That's it. Atlanta is the all-star team of black women. East versus West, they all play on one team in one city. That's it. So the thing about Atlanta for me when I first got here, which is one of the reasons why I am here, because women is plentiful. not to say they're not like that in Chicago, but the thing is, Atlanta is a place where I'm gonna get philosophical for a minute. So we are from Africa. Let's just do the sun is here all year round. So in Chicago, when you take that sun away, you take some of the luster that come with black people being in the sun. Atlanta, it's October and you gotta figure out the shade situation for the camera. So it allows, I feel like, black women to be more in their element for a longer period of time, which is supposed to be in the sun, shining, so on and so forth.
So when it comes to what's your feelings about like dating Atlanta? Do you think some of these women like are money hungry, or do you think that you have to live up to this expectation?
It's a mix. It's really about what type of circles you want to be in.
Okay.
Whatever you're looking for in Atlanta, you can find it. You just got to go out and find it. If you're looking for a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, you can find it. You just got to be in the circles where they at. You want to get your thotty thoughts on, and you can find that too. You want the bougie joint, whatever you want to find, you can find it. But you also got to be cognizant of what you're attracting.
Okay.
You know, because this is a very visual city. People don't consider Atlanta visual. Like, you think about the visual cities like Miami, LA, maybe New York, depending on how you feel about it. Visual. Atlanta's as visual as any other city I've ever been to. In terms of material visualization, body visualization, appearance visualization. Atlanta has it. So you don't have to necessarily live up to nothing, but it's all about what you want. It's all about what you want. And a lot of dudes come here and don't know what they want, and they get caught up. You can get caught up out here real fucking quick. You can get caught up in a couple ways. You can get caught up in terms of trying to do too much. You can get caught up in terms of trying to impress too much. You can get caught up in terms of shooting too low.
Shooting too low. So what you mean, like shooting too low? Like when it comes to like dating a woman? Elaborate.
Well, what I mean by shooting too low is like, okay, so there's levels to everything. There's levels to everything. And when you from a different city, which they say, I'm deep in the South kicking up top game, you can fall into, when I say shooting too low, I mean in terms of you can get comfortable with a certain type of woman because it's easy to get.
Makes sense.
That's what I mean.
Makes sense.
You can get, it's real easy to be like, okay, I can spot this particular type of woman, I'm gonna just keep running through them because it don't take no work. See, anything that look like work, niggas is not trying to do that shit. Work is, nobody wants to work.
And then, you know,
and that goes for women too.
Right. They have like different issues or like with me, I always with one of my friends, we always were picky. You know, when we got to a certain age, we were younger, but we always was planning out the type of woman we wanted to be with or date because you know, I never wanted to be on child support. I always knew I was a good man, but you know,
you was pulling out.
I don't think it's, you know, the pulling out. I think it was just like you said, it's who you choose because you could be a good man and still get put on child support. But because of shooting too low.
I like how you put that.
You get what I'm saying?
I like how you put that.
Because her mind might not be where your mind at.
Right.
Vice versa. Right. His mind might not be where her mind is.
And the thing is too, is we could cut to this child support thing too. The thing about it is sometimes it's actually an easier way out for the woman in terms of not having to do the work thing. Because like you said, if a dude sees something, and what I mean by shooting too low, it don't necessarily mean in physicality. It could be looks, it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be whatever that you are bringing down to aspire to. Let's say you found you a pretty joint, right? She pretty, but she ain't really there up top, and you getting with her trying to build or trying to elevate. She ain't really on that. Y'all end up getting pregnant. And she's like, well, I'm pretty enough to not have to do all this shit that you trying to make me do. But I can still get this check from you. That happens. So
going on child support, do you think the system created the child support for like the black man and the black woman to split up? Because it's like, you know, if a woman let's just say like not even child support, let's just say the welfare system, right? Child support plays a part too.
Talk about it.
So it's like one and the same in a sense where, you know, you're on a system.
Right.
And what they say is the man cannot be in the house if a woman is getting EBT. You get what I'm saying? Or like even child support, like you said, like is it to where like it's an easier way out?
It's a mix. There's you look at a pie graph and you can chop it into 3 places. First and foremost, if we look at let's talk about welfare and separate the two from child support.
Gotcha.
So welfare, let's just talk about the crack era. Let's talk about the late 70s to like early 90s, mid 90s, right? Let's talk about the crack era, right? So if brothers is getting put away in large numbers, right? Basically the new chain gang. If they get put away in large numbers, then there's these families who can't fend for themselves. So that welfare check or that assistance from the government is actually really needed in certain situations. So that is an isolated thing, right? But on the flip side of the welfare, we do have, as one giveth, they can become dependent on it. So there are second and third and fourth generation people that have been on welfare. Let's be clear about that. But the numbers are not for black people. Those are white numbers. And that's what the news won't tell you. It's more white people on welfare than it is brothers and sisters.
Right. So do you think black people believe that though?
No,
I feel like they believe that it's more
because
black
you gotta think if you take your let's say you on welfare, right? Let's say you on and let's not. See, Atlanta is funny because Atlanta do the glamorous welfare shit. That's the ill shit. In New York, niggas, y'all do that shit too. New York, Jersey.
We have to clear it up. I'm from Jersey.
No. I'm putting all you Tri-City niggas, Philly, Jersey, NY. Let me explain though. Let me explain though, because the thing about it is niggas can live ghetto fabulous if they work the system. See, like I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Like I remember being in school, like this is like maybe middle school, elementary. I remember certain niggas, right? We as young niggas, they come to school, take it back on niggas. Coming to school with like Averex jackets on, the new Timbs, the butter shits, Jordans, all the shit like niggas really wanted. Right?
You took it back to the Averex.
Yeah, nigga. The heavy, the Pele joints, the heavy shit, right? And I'm like, yo, I live in a house, you know what I'm saying? My mama got a newer house. I I can't get that shit that these niggas got. I didn't realize, and I'm like, I know where y'all niggas live at. It's no way that y'all should be able to afford this shit. But now I got oh, y'all niggas had hella assistance. Y'all niggas had assistance, and y'all was spending the assistance and using their money to pop off and be fly on some ghetto fabulous shit. So I'll get back to what you're saying. Do people know that? If you live in your block or your neighborhood or your area and everybody is poor, I'm talking about impoverished or like either at the poverty line or a little bit below or a little in that space, right? You only see y'all niggas on welfare. But if you go 4 or 5 miles and it's a trailer park community, oh, them niggas is on welfare too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you only seeing what your perception is only what you can see.
I think black people don't want to believe that white people's on welfare. I think it's just that. Remember what you said about isolated, like isolated incidents. I don't even think they want to believe.
I'm gonna tell you why. There's a deeper, darker criminal link. I took it back from you. Right. So let's go to entertainment and television. So if I'm a kid and I live, let's say anywhere U.S. in Chicago, right, and I'm watching these images on television, right, or I'm at school and I watch things on television or whatever. I watch. Whatever's being broadcasted to me, you see the white person in a certain box,